It's time for your favorite part of the week, the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. Alright, some of my frenemies had a really shitty week, and unfortunately for them, I'm here to unpack all the drama. Let's go. Alright, let's start with last weekend's fight in the UK. Anthony Joshua was knocked out in the 5th round by Dubois. It was actually an amazing fight, an entertaining fight, and I like AJ. However, this was another huge L for Eddie Hearn, who is literally 0-11 to Frank Warren this year. This continues the Matchroom curse, meaning if you sign with Matchroom, you're either guaranteed to lose or get injured. To make matters worse, Eddie Hearn faced off with his old buddy Devin Haney in the crowd at Wembley. Eddie, you can't build a fighter to save your life. Anthony Joshua had the world at his fingertips, and you found a way to fumble his career. And speaking of Eddie, my other buddy Dana White had some high praise for him.
Listen, I like Eddie Hearn very much. Eddie Hearn was at the Sphere fight. He came early before the fight started. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with the Warrens. Obviously, love Tom Loeffler and his matchmaking and what he does. Yeah, I would probably be working with a lot of people. I'm sure you can assume the people that I would not be working with. I don't think that's... You have to be a fucking genius to figure that one out. But, yeah, I like Eddie Hearn a lot and would love to work with Eddie Hearn.
Oh, my gosh, Dana. You don't want to work with me? I guess I won't be invited to your circle jerk with Eddie. You realize you will have to pay boxers real money if you want to be an our sport, right? You called the godfather of promoters, Bob Arum, a scumbag and a piece of shit in a press conference last week. Way to start off your Neanderthal path into the world of boxing. And finally, Hall of Famer Shane Mosley Sr. is returning to the ring this weekend at Harrah's in Philly for a celebrity boxing match.
Hey guys, it's Sugar Shane Mosley. Don't miss my return to the ring September 28th.
You look like you just bathed in Diddy's baby oil.
Disgusted.
What the fuck? Shane, you talk so much shit about me. I'm actually gonna rise above it because I feel so bad for you, dude. I want to buy out the arena you're fighting in. Let me know who I can contact so I can make this happen. And by the way, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Have a great weekend. And remember, folks, you're not a hater when you only speak the facts.
Hey guys, it was good Triple J Boxing. So we had another banger Clapback Thursday by Oscar from the Thursday that just passed. He went in on Dana White, Shane Mosley Sr. That caught me off guard. I didn't think he was going to go after him. So that was a surprise. And but yeah, just the regular Eddie Hearn he went after, which is expected usually. But yeah, let's talk about the Eddie Hearn beef that he has. We all know he has beef with him, but he goes on to say that the Joshua fight was a great fight. It was entertaining, but he brings up the fact that Eddie Hearn is now 0-11 this year against Frank Warren. We all know they have they've been putting on shows lately, Frank Warren versus Eddie Hearn, matching their fighters against each other, which is making pretty good fights between them. And then Oscar goes on to say he likes AJ, but he says that he had the world at his fingertips and Eddie Hearn found a way to screw up his career, he's saying. So he's saying that Eddie's the one to blame, not Joshua or his team. I don't know about that. Obviously, he's just hating on Eddie. But yeah, I love the little editing he's doing with the bruh, and then he has a picture of Eddie Hearn like he just woke up from on the wrong side of the bed or something. It wasn't like the best picture of Eddie. And then I liked okay, let's talk about the Dana White. So he brought up Dana White, how we all know that Dana White's getting into boxing. He just announced recently he's officially entering promoting boxers. And Oscar brought up a good point. He says if you're going to be promoting boxers and you're getting into the boxing business, you actually got to pay them real money. Now, I don't know how much Dana pays the MMA fighters nowadays, but when I was like really into the UFC, I remember, I think 10 years ago, I was really into it. Like, I was into it when like John Jones, GSP, and all of them were on top, like Anderson Silva, when they're in their like prime and winning. And I remember someone told me that the top guy at the time was Anderson Silva. And I looked it up and I'm like, how much is he getting paid? Because this was when it was ongoing, the controversies about him not paying enough. And I found out that Anderson Silva was getting paid only $500,000 for his fights. And he was the top guy at the time. This was before McGregor. And even McGregor, the money he was making, I think it was in the low millions, like 1 or 2 million. I could be wrong, but I know it wasn't more than 5 million. I know that. And for Conor McGregor, that's obviously terrible, because if he was in boxing, he'd be making like 20, 30 mil, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I remember at the time Anderson Silva was making 500K. And then I looked at other fighters. Other fighters were making like 20K, like 10K. It was like, but I don't know how it is now. Let me leave in the comments section, guys, if it's changed. Is he paying them more? I doubt that it's anywhere near the top guys in boxing still. I just don't see that. But yeah, my favorite part of the Clapback Thursday was probably the Shane Mosley when he said, "Oh," he's like, "I feel bad for you, man." He's like, "You look like you bathed in Diddy's baby oil," and yeah, he looked a little bit rough. Like, I mean, he's older, right? Shane's older. He's aged, obviously. But apparently he's fighting. I guess maybe it's an exhibition. I don't know. I didn't know he was... I honestly didn't know Shane Mosley was fighting until this Clapback Thursday when Oscar told me he was fighting. But he says, "I feel bad for you, buddy. I'll buy out the whole arena. Just let me know who to call and I'll buy it. I'll buy it out for you because I feel bad." So that was probably the best part of the Clapback Thursday, was the editing of Hearn into the picture of him there saying "bruh," and the baby oil joke on Shane Mosley was pretty good. And then he ends it off saying, "It's not hating if you're speaking facts." So he's got a lot of things going for him in this Clapback Thursday. I gotta say, he's only getting better, Oscar. I don't know who came up with the segment, if he did or someone around him did. Whoever came up with this idea, it's really good, and hopefully he continues to do it. This is Triple J Boxing. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.